Hello, Steve White, Steve Arts 89. Well, no real Madonna news. I mean, I don't really consider her sort of family stuff and that sort of really news, because she did have a gathering recently, and there's photos from that are on her Instagram. But there is a bit of a rumour that's happening at the moment. So no Madonna news, but Madonna rumour. The rumour is that she's still too weak and tired from recovering from her viral infection. And there is some doubt that the celebration tour is actually going to happen. Now, I don't know. I mean, part of me just, is excited about the idea of using like the Cancellation tour to describe the film or something because it gets cancelled. But aside from that, I haven't really seen anything. They've rescheduled most of the concerts that were cancelled. Some were actually cancelled. So the big talk was, we're just going to reschedule everything. We're just going to delay the tour, move all the concerts that were supposed to be in America and have them afterwards, because she was always going to do America, Europe, and go back to America. So it's just like, well, we're just going to start in Europe and then do the whole American tour in one go. But they did actually cancel a bunch of concerts. So it did go from being, just rescheduled to concerts actually being cancelled. So that is, a big difference for people who had tickets and hotel rooms and plane flights and everything, all that booked and paid for. So, but yeah, she was at her Hamptons house, I guess. I don't know. I think it was described as a ranch with all her dancers. She invited them all over for something, I guess, the last day of summer, some sort of party. I think it was on the 29th of August. And probably the most notable thing about that was she was wearing a Bob Lowe t-shirt, which was a t-shirt that she wore when she was like, I think, 18. There was photos of her looking very Miley Cyrus, like with short hair poking out her tongue and very skinny. I don't think it's the same Bob Lowe top, because if you look at the arms are really tight, and the one she's wearing is kind of loose. And I think it's a different one because it just looks bigger, because the other one, it's like riding high above her boobs, whereas this one, and Madonna's boobs are bigger now, so 'cause she was really skinny back then when she was a kid. She was like a little waif. So I don't think it's the same Bob Lowe top, but it is like the same Bob Lowe top, if you know what I mean. So that was the most interesting thing to me, was the sort of seeing the comparisons of that picture from 1979 or 1980 or whatever, and the picture of her now playing guitar wearing the shirt. But it was just a picture of her and her dancers having a party and all just getting together for a photo and just some general pics. So she's up and about and doing stuff and living life and having fun, but is she strong enough to actually do a world tour? Because I think she needs to, if she can't do it properly, if she can't live up to the Madonna standards she's established, she needs to, quit while she's ahead. There is a problem with like athletes and performers who don't want to accept that their day is sort of done, and they try and fail, and their last sort of, we don't want Madonna's last concert to be a disaster. Madame X was already a bit of a train wreck, but most people didn't see it because it was a theatre tour, it was smaller. I think if she just quits now, her sort of legacy will be better maintained with, Rebel Heart being her last real tour, and Madame X just sort of, So I don't know. It's probably just a rumour, but at the same time, I'm thinking when you look at her past performances, and I have been recently rewatching her tours and a lot of her live performances, she did raise the bar so high she can't, jump over it anymore. And does she want to be doing a second-rate version of herself, I think it's better sometimes just quit while you're ahead. And I didn't think she would go that way, but then after she had her near-death experience, basically, she did get into her will, and she did make it very clear that she doesn't want herself to be recreated by hologram or in any other way. She's not selling her likeness out to anyone, which she could make a lot of money doing. And part of me is upset with her, because I want, after she passed away, I still want to see Madonna stuff, because we're going to see other performers being recreated and having hologram tours and stuff like that. And they won't be able to do that with Madonna. And I hate the idea of her legacy, her career just stopping at death, because other people's just not stopping with death. Elvis is still going, Prince is still going, Tupac is still going. I liked the idea that Madonna would not stop after death, but apparently she's making sure she does. So very disappointed there as well. I forgot about that. I meant to mention that. I meant to do a video about that when I heard that at the time, but it just got lost in all the actual concerns for her health, as opposed to, bitching about the fact that I won't get hologram Madonna later on. But yeah, I'm going to go. I've been talking for 5 minutes. I didn't think I'd get 5 minutes of talk out of this. But yeah, so Madonna hanging out with her dancers, looking okay, but is she, up to a world tour, and will she actually settle for, less? If she can't do it as well as she's done it before, will she, bow out while she's, still ahead, or will she just struggle on with, with a half-assed attempt, basically? I don't know what's going to happen, but we'll see. I'm going to go. Bye.